What is up, squad? What is up, squad? Oh my goodness, everyone's here. Miss Diva, Miss G. Robert was the first person in the room. You can't wait, Jamal. Oh, Lord, I don't even know where to start. I do not know where to start. One thing I can say, is I told y'all. I told y'all so. I told you so. Let me adjust my blog goddess crown because, you know, my credibility right now is on like 100,000 trillion. Candy and Cynthia, the alliance has played out in front of our eyes. But we gonna get to that. Avalon Park, this is not about that right now. Did you not read the title? If y'all coming in right now, the title is clear. This is a review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is a review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I know there's a lot of other things going on. There's a lot of other channels you can watch right now that are talking about a lot of other things. But right now, right here at 9:57 Central Standard Time, we are talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta finale. Thank you, Mima. What's up, Zakia? Woo! Were y'all surprised? Were y'all shocked? Well, I mean, I'm still in awe of everything that went on. Let me let some more people come in really quickly. Hey. Oops, did I stop the music? What happened? What happened? There it is. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, the people in my Patreon know I am not at home right now. I am traveling. I am visiting my mother. I am in Tennessee right now. So, there's a little echo going on. I'm sitting in the dining room. I done set up my laptop and stuff simply because I needed to talk about this final episode. I had to talk about it. I could not let it go by. Okay, let's go ahead and dive right in to the review. You said Candy and Cynthia are some snakes. Oh my goodness. Is that how y'all feeling right now? Do y'all finally see what everybody's been saying? Is Nene paranoid? But again, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. Let me get my synopsis together really quickly. You said you cannot win when you play dirty. You cannot. We will not. Hold on. Hey. Nene ass crazy. Ooh, yeah. She got a little touch of crazy, and I think anybody who goes on reality TV, they got a little touch of crazy in them. Okay, so this episode, Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 11, episode 20. It is the final episode of the season. We done got so much tea and dirt dripped on us that, everybody want to start at the end, but I'm going to start at the beginning, okay? First of all, Porsha gets ready for her gender reveal. This is the synopsis put together by Bravo. Porsha gets ready for her gender reveal only to have her hopes dashed before the celebration even begins. Eva pushes past the rumors surrounding her finances and reevaluates her friendships. And when Cynthia's old friend makes a quote-unquote surprise appearance at her wine cooler event, it threatens to blow a hole in her relationship with Nene forever. So, first let's go ahead and talk about Porsha's gender reveal. Porsha wanted a carnival-themed gender reveal celebration. We talked about this last week. She borrowed a friend's house to have it. They had a big lawn. They was going to have a tent. They was going to have popcorn. They was going to have, stilts and firewalkers. They was going to have all of these different things. And none of it happened. The tent couldn't be blown up. The firewalker wasn't blowing fire. The whatever was going on, the popcorn wasn't popping. So, Porsha arrives with her blue and pink hair, and she has a breakdown, which a lot of pregnant women do. She's filled with a lot of hormones. She felt some kind of way. But I blame the party people, the party planners. Like, what's going on with you that you can't put up the tent, or you can't hire some people to put up the tent? What's going on with you that you can't, have the fire stilt walking people doing what they supposed to be doing instead of sitting around texting? What's up with you that you couldn't have the popcorn ready before the people got there? Like, what is up with you? It's another party planner. And look, I know who the party planner is. I'm not trying to put the party planner on blast. If you live in Atlanta and you saw who the party planner was, he's very recognizable. I think y'all have seen him on R&B Divas and some other things. Like, he's been around. He's been around. So, it could have been a charade moment where, they totally put him on blast, but they didn't. But it was a lot going on there. But needless to say, Porsha's friends and family made it better. They finally got everything together. They finally got everyone to see that they were having a little girl, which kind of leads into Porsha's 3 commercial 30-minute spinoff. A la Nene leaks, but goes into Porsha's, spinoff, which is Porsha's having a baby, which will air after the 3-part reunion. So there's that. Eva and the tea about her house and her raggedy house and her car being in a CPN. Like, Eva is on some fake it till you make it. We get it. Everybody, like I said before, everybody in the household, on the Housewives, they go through this whole rite of passage where, your finances are not together your first season, because why else would you be on the show? Hell, Nene went through it. Remember, her and Greg was flipping houses. Sheree went through it. Remember, she was evicted from the house she shared with Bob Whitfield, and not evicted, but it was foreclosed. Let me get it right now. I don't want to, have to be sued or nothing. This is not allegedly. These are all facts and can be found in Fulton County court documents. Then we had Kenya. Kenya was sued by her landlord because, she wasn't paying rent or the rent that they were agreed upon. Kim Zolciak had landlord drama issues before she finally bought the house of her dreams. Who else? We could go on. Cynthia and Peter. They was going, when they first started, he was having financial problems with the bar one and the wedding and the this and the that. Who else we got? We could keep going. Like, everybody has had some financial difficulties, when it comes to this show. Most people, we can't say Candy because, of course, Candy is a boss. She got all the money. And speaking of Candy, since y'all gonna bring her up, did y'all just bring her up or did y'all just bring her up? Candy is this season's puppet master, okay? I've been look, when I saw Candy did a video today with Cynthia, Damage Control. Nene did a video today talking about Candy and Cynthia, like everybody. And so at the end of the day, I feel like Candy has took Nene's title of puppet master and has totally put it to use. She is pulling strings left and right. She got Eva on her side. She got Tanya on her side. She got, who else she got? I can't even remember. Kenya, Cynthia, like everybody. Candy is pulling strings. So, that being said, Candy was the one, or, allegedly was the one who brought Kenya to Cynthia's party. But we find out in the final episode that she was actually in on it with Cynthia Bailey. Producers chose to air a little sound bite where Candy was saying, look, I'm Mike. And then Cynthia whispers, I'm trying to get us on the same page, how we got Kenya here. So that being said, I done skipped all over the party, but the party was Cynthia's wine cellar opening. She's opened a wine cellar for her wine coolers. No shade to Cynthia and the wine coolers. Congratulations to Cynthia for getting her face on the bottle of Seagram's. What is it? Seagram's Calypso Cooler or something to that effect. But she got her name on it. She got a little sponsorship. So Seagram sponsored the little party. Everybody had to dress up in Hawaiian attire or Calypso inspired attire. Everyone was there. And then in pops Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore is smiling. Kenya is a total setup. It is a total setup. Kenya walks in like she owns the room. Originally, I had heard she wasn't mic'd up, but clearly she was mic'd up. Cynthia is claiming that she didn't know that Kenya was coming and that, but we saw Candy brought her in and was like, you wanted her here? Here she goes. Then Cynthia's dancing with Mike and Cynthia's whispering all in Mike's ear, I gotta pretend I didn't know Kenya was coming. So we seeing all of this go down. Meanwhile, Nene over there throwing shade. Oh my God, is she having a buffalo? Oh, look at her, she's snatched. Oh my God, she's just throwing so much shade at Kenya. It's just hard to catch it. But again, I feel like had Nene known that Kenya was coming, she probably would not have come, and they wouldn't have had that moment to capture for this glorious final episode. It was a total and complete setup. And being the OG of the Housewives, I'm sure Miss Nene Leakes does not appreciate her good friend being a part of the setup. Do you think she was? It was what it was. Then on top of that, we got poor Greg. Nene said, I done brought my sick husband out here for this bullshit. And, Kenya gets on the mic and has her say, Cynthia don't even acknowledge that Nene's in the room. She acknowledges everybody but her good friend Nene. So, again, it was planned. Now that she got Candy to have her back, Cynthia has a backbone. She is gunning. She was pew, pew, pew. We talked about this the other day. Cynthia is gunning. Cynthia is trying her best to hold on with that peach. She is using her arms and her legs and her toes and everything else that she can to keep her grips on that peach fuzz, because if it wasn't for any of this drama going down, we'd be like, oh my God, Cynthia and Mike, oh my God, they're so boring. What are we going to do? They pretending to get married and all. It's just too much. So needless to say, Nene invites Tanya to have a little sit down with Cynthia and Candy after the fact, because she's feeling some kind of way. She's like, why would you not tell me? Cynthia at first was like, well, I don't feel like I had to tell you. I don't, whatever. And Nene tries to explain to her, well, we have an issue. And if we have an issue, the least you could have did was let me know, because you told me to tell Eva that Yvonne was going to be in my house. And so, you were adamant about that. I did what you told me to do. And now you're not taking your own advice. Whew, it's just too much. It's just too much. We're just going around in circles with these two ladies. But, Nene has been throwing shade at Cynthia for quite some time now. Apparently, their friendship contract has been burned and scorched and re-put back together and re-typed back up and drafted again. And now it's been burned again. I don't know if this time we're gonna have them back together. You said Kenya not filming this season is 100% Kenya's own what? That was not Kenya's own decision. Be cool. See, it was not. Kenya's still unemployed. Kenya trying to get her job back, and Candy is trying to get it back to help her get it back. As she went on E! News and she basically said, the fans are invested in Kenya's life. It's not fair for them not to see Kenya. So there's that. Then she got Cynthia on the side. So there's all that. But needless to say, we saw how that friendship, disintegrated right in front of our eyes. Then we had sneaky Cynthia basically saying, I would never do anything to hurt you. I would never lie to you. Nene sitting there crying like, I really need you to be here for me. That's all I need. I don't want to have to go through this. I don't want to lose a friend. Not right now. Not right now. In the midst of all this strife, in the midst of all this stuff I'm going on, the last thing I want to do is lose somebody that's a friend of me. Meanwhile, Cynthia plotting and planning, and we see it all the stuff that's going on behind her back. And I can understand now why Nene has been upset. That being said, Nene went on live and she had a few things to say about friendship. Hold on, let me see if I can put this in here. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try. Hold on. Let me put some of this. Oh, shut up, dog. What y'all talking about in the chat? You said Cynthia is so dumb. Bravo set her up. Actually, Mima, I'm of the mindset that maybe it was actually Candy who set her up, because Candy is pretty much being her backbone. It's almost like, I got your back, Cynthia. You could do this, Cynthia. Without Candy being there saying, I'm gonna bring her. I'm gonna make everybody know that I brought her. Instead of it really being Cynthia's idea, that gave her the power that she needed to make it happen. That gave her the power to make it happen. Hold on, let me put this video in here. Where is the video? There it is. Okay. So Nene went live earlier today to talk about friendship, right? Hold on, let me see what she.
Let me
Hold on.
try to answer as much as I can. I only have a few minutes, so I don't want it to be long and drawn out or any of those, because I'm very emotional about everything. So just ask me real questions.
So I think she was only on for like 7 minutes. I'm trying to fast forward, y'all. I want to get to the meeting.
Okay, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and say all the things that I have to say, and I'm going to leave it alone and let it stay up here. For a very long time, you know how you have a friend and you know that they're doing some finger stuff to you, and it's been happening for a long time. For a long time, I would go to her and ask her certain things. She would deny everything. This is not just tonight. Everything I would ask her. Now, when I had my bi-wig party, I'm going to say this again. I told Cynthia and Marlo that I was inviting Yvonne. And I didn't feel like I needed to explain to anybody who was on my guest list. Cynthia said over and over again, you need to let Eva know that Yvonne is coming. And I said, why? And she said, because they have an issue with each other. You need to let her know. I go to Eva with Cynthia and Marlo with me and tell Eva that I have invited Yvonne to the bi-wig party, and I wanted her to know and give her a heads up. And she said, thank you. I appreciate you giving me heads up. You guys didn't get to see that, but you will see it at the reunion. They will play that footage for you during the reunion, where I went to Cynthia and asked her, and she would not do the same thing for me that she asked me to do for Eva and Yvonne. Now, I want to say this part right here. I never had no issue with Kenya like that. Never. Where all this is coming from, all I can think of, it is the person in the middle. That's all I can think of. Because that person in the middle gets to hear what I'm saying and what I'm feeling, and they get to hear what she's saying and what she's feeling. And my thoughts are, she's probably carrying messages back and forth to each person and maybe twisting some things. Now, I do know that she is the kind of person who wants to save face. I know she's the kind of person who wants to be known as this nice, sweet person, but that's just not the case. What I'm going to always do is I'm just going to always shoot it to you 100. It may be blunt. It may come off nasty. It may come off like you don't like it. But when you leave, I have at least told you the truth. That's all you can. I mean, take it how you want to take it. Some people like knowing the truth straight up, and some people don't like knowing the truth. But I'm just telling you that this is not the only thing. This is the only thing that I can talk about, because it's the only thing that you have gotten to see. And I thank God they showed you guys this little bit right here. Trust me, I already know. People already been hitting me up saying that they did some sit-down interview. They trying to do damage control. They're the victims. They doing damage control. It's a lot of stuff that happened. And I'm always the freaking target. A lot of these girls, I help them to eat, okay? And instead of them saying, hey, let me give you a spoon back, they just go completely left. Completely left. That's what really happened. So I don't want to dig too deep. I don't want to go too far. I just want to say, when I saw this episode for the first time, I was in my car like I am now. That's why I'm sitting in here now. I broke down crying like crazy. I called the head of production, the executives in New York, cried, just could not believe it. The next day, we shot the reunion, and you will see this. At the reunion, these girls are asking me to, can't you forgive her? Can't you forgive her? I'm like, girl, I'm human. It takes time to process this stuff. I just seen this stuff less than 24 hours ago, you know? And I think my feelings were more like that again because it's a lot of stuff that's happened. It's a lot of stuff I've asked her, and she's not wanted to tell the truth. I've not had no real issue with Kenya ever. Okay? Now, why they choose to have real issues with me, the only thing I can think of is because they want to secure the bag, and they want to use me to secure the bag. I am not okay, and I probably will never be okay. I will probably never be okay. My husband don't ever get involved in female stuff. Ever. Ever. At the reunion, you will see, he says that Cynthia is like a sister to him. At that time, he had never seen this episode. He saw that episode after that. And when he saw it, he immediately said, that is betrayal. They were setting you up, and they got caught. His whole example was even the best actresses forget their lines. And she forgot.
Woo!
She forgot.
Okay.
That's all it is to it. So I don't want to drag it on. I don't want people to start hitting me.
Okay, so y'all can watch the rest of that over on The Life of Nene Leakes. It's on her new YouTube channel. But yeah, she basically explained, from her side of the story. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that Candy and Cynthia also sat down and shared a little bit of, their side of the story. And basically on their side, hold on, I don't even want to play. Well, should I play? I don't know. But I'm so biased. But over on Candy, what is it? Candy Coda or Candy Online on her YouTube channel, Candy and Cynthia basically, Cynthia saying, I don't have to tell nobody who I invite to my party to an event space. I don't have to tell nobody who, it's my party. Why I gotta tell somebody? But she did not address the whole betrayal situation. Well, where they was, kikiing and whatever behind the scenes trying to figure out how to actually get Nene there without telling her that Kim was gonna be there. That's all I'm saying. Like, if it was no, ulterior motives, why not just say, look, Kenya's gonna be there? The same way you say now, the same way you sit and got your backbone to be like, it's my party, I can invite who I want to my party. Why not have said that in the beginning? Kenya's coming, if you want to come, if you don't, it's my party, I can invite who I want to, period. But again, a friend to everyone is a friend to no one. I always say that you cannot be a friend to two opposing parties and think that things are gonna go smoothly. You could try, but it's gonna be one or the other that you're gonna keep more secrets from or give more secrets to. I wouldn't trust nobody who friends with my enemy or someone that I don't like. I wouldn't trust that, because how I'm gonna tell you my secrets not knowing that you over there telling your good friend over here stuff that I done told you in confidence? Who would do that? So, again, I'm done. Look, I'm done ranting. Caller 7850, you are on the line. Hey, Robert, hold on. Let me get you on the Bluetooth. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Where is it? There it is. Robert, you there? Maybe I can't hear. Hold on. Robert, can you hear me? Why can't I hear anything? I just have you on my phone speaker. Try it that way. Can you hear me, Robert?
I can, but it's very low and it sounds muffled. But can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Let me try to figure out what's going on. Let me turn off this JBL. Hold on. Disconnect from here and then put you on over here. Sorry, y'all, I'm having technical difficulties. I got my show on the road. Please forgive me. Say something now, Robert.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, that's much better. Okay, we good now.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, perfect. So I just wanted to say, sorry, I had to listen in my ear on the headphones to make sure that I could hear on YouTube when I watched the playback. So let me just say, Porsha was so endearing and adorable when she just wanted her baby reveal party right. And I felt so bad for two people, Porsha and the guy, because it was clear that guy is not going to get any more business, because how do you sort of own an event station or whatever and yet none of your stuff works? And yeah, it was windy, but shouldn't you as a business owner know that your equipment won't stand up and even the lowest of inclement weather? I wasn't understanding how a subtle breeze in Atlanta could knock everything down, right? Mm-hmm. And he couldn't even get the tent up. So I was sort of wondering, was it for promotion or did they actually pay him? Because if they paid him, it's time to sort of call your credit card and, get a refund, because that just wasn't right at all. So
yeah, I'm thinking he got paid. I'm thinking, he got paid for that.
Oh, well, that's the problem. Now, to the main event. Now, Michelle, it's so funny because I feel like everybody says you sort of go, hard for Nene. But, I feel like you're actually being a little too generous, because what I saw, Nene was 1,000% right, and the editors knew it, and yet the other women decided to stick to the narrative. So this is what we saw. We saw, early on in the episode, they had Nene and Marlo talking at the swag store, and then they had two other women. Oh, God, I can't even remember because they were so boring. But anyway, we'll just stick with Nene and Marlo, and they were talking about, it was Candy and Cynthia. Sorry. So they had Candy and Cynthia talking, and then they were doing a split screen back and forth with Candy and Cynthia, and then Nene and Marlo. And they somehow all of a sudden started bringing up, how they went to Kenya's baby shower, and then they segued into Nene not specifically mentioning Kenya by name, but saying she's being strategic and she's basically, without saying it, trying to get back on the show. And she was like, the last time I spoke to this girl, we were all fine, well and good, so what's the problem now? And then, at the actual party, Candy walks in with Kenya, and then they stop and they talk to Greg, which was fine. I have no problem with that. But then Candy says something that Cynthia sort of looks like, oh, you're not supposed to say. She says, you wanted her here, so I had to bring her. Mm-hmm. And Cynthia gives her a look like, are you supposed to be saying that? And Kenya makes it her effort to make it known that she's ignoring Nene. Mm-hmm. Nene was about to get up and hug her, and she walks right past Nene to talk and hug the person who was right by Nene, right? So that was issue number one, right? And so it's how is it that in the green screen or the confessional, all the women, Cynthia, Eva, and Candy were talking about how Nene was being rude, but nobody had any issue with Kenya being rude to Nene. So that's how you knew that they were all, building an alliance. Yeah. The editors flipped the script.
Yeah, and the fact that Cynthia didn't mention Nene. When she got on stage and she was like, "Look, there's Porsha, there's Candy, I see Kenya, and blah blah blah." She didn't mention Nene, but she did call Greg up there. And then when Kenya got the mic Again, I guess if that was my friend, and then this person that I don't like, and she gets on the mic, and my friend don't even acknowledge me, I would feel some kind of way too. Then when they're leaving, if you notice, Cynthia came over there. She didn't even say bye to Nene or nothing, and Nene left, and it wasn't
Well, but even more so than that, before you get to that, Michelle, why would you single Greg out and ask Greg to stand on stage with you and Kenya, as if Nene wasn't going to be offended by that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, some things you just don't do. And
Yeah.
so to all the people in the chat telling me I'm boring and I need to go to bed, no, because I have a few more things to say, so whatever. And then with Kenya making it, like Nene was being sarcastic and shady after Kenya was throwing passive-aggressive jabs at her, right? So when Nene was like, you look fabulous or whatever, and then Kenya was ignoring her, that's when Nene was throwing their jabs, or that's what the editors wanted us to show. Now, what really happened, I don't know. What I saw on my TV on Bravo tonight is that. And so it's so weird because even at the end, when Kenya was ready to leave, Nene wanted to look like wanted to give her a hug and say bye. Again, Kenya walked right on past like they had beef. And then Candy had to go up to Kenya and say, she said bye. And Kenya said very, sarcastically, oh, well, I already said bye to everybody. And
right.
then she looks at Greg, knowing that's Nene's soft spot. Nene's soft spots are her husband and her kids, right? And her money. Don't play with any of those three,
right,
and you'll be fine. And so she looks at Greg and says, Greg, I love you. You're in my prayers. I always think about you. And then walks off. And it's like, now if Nene would have, done what she did, everybody would have been hollering and screaming, oh, you can't talk to a pregnant woman like that. But just because, Kenya was pregnant doesn't mean she has to be nasty. And it's like, how was Nene supposed to feel? Like, they literally tried to ice her out of the show that she started.
Right.
There wouldn't be a platform if it wasn't for Nene. And that's why, I've been very critical of Nene. But tonight's episode made me think that Nene wasn't being paranoid. There is an alliance. And, it failed because the editors clearly were on Nene's side. Whether it happened that way or not, we got to see Kenya being passive-aggressive and nasty and Nene responding. So why everybody else is up in arms talking about Kenya is right, I have no idea, and I really don't care. And finally, at the end, when they show...
I was gonna say, save some of this for the after party, Robert. Like, I mean, we got like 10 calls on the line. Normally I would let you keep going, but it's been like 10 minutes now. So tonight.
Oh, okay. So you want to hang up? You want me to hang up after all these people are telling me to hang up, Michelle? I see you.
No, go, Robert.
I'm being dragged in the chat, and you want me to hang up?
Robert.
No, you're fine. I'll be up for the after party. I'm just playing with you, so that's fine.
Well, look. Go ahead and make your final point, because I love you. Go ahead and make
No. We'll save it for the after party. No, I'm just messing with you. Now, let me go and drag back in the chat. So, all right, bye-bye.
All right, bye. Like, normally I let everybody talk now, but when it's a whole bunch of people on the line, it's just not fair to everybody, all these people. Caller 2728, you on the line? Hello, turn your computer down.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
So. Who am I speaking with?
This is Ty.
Hi, Ty.
So what I want to say is, how we just gonna ignore the fact that Nene just saying, oh, I don't have an issue with Kenya, this and this and this and that. But as soon as she show up, she the main one with the issue. Like, if you don't have an issue, then why are you acting so bothered?
Okay, I think we broke this down.
Why are you letting people see you sweat?
I think we broke this down. Look, I think we broke this down, and I don't think she has a personal issue where she want to fight Kenya or something like that. I feel like her issue with Kenya is that when Kenya lost her peach, Kenya intentionally tried to sabotage the show. every Sunday, Kenya was doing something to draw attention away from the Housewives simply because she was not on the show. So I feel like Nene, as the godmother of the show, felt some kind of way, as if, you know, Kenya wanted everybody to feel like the show wasn't successful unless she's on it. So here we are again today. You know, and it's the same thing. Kenya comes back, you know, at Candy's bidding, you know, because, you know, Candy dragged her and Cynthia wanted her on there. And then Kenya goes live today for the first time all season long, talks about the Housewives and says something like, oh, the ratings are going to be off the hook today. You know what I'm saying?
But Michelle,
so
we not go. But I understand that. But we gotta understand that if Nene is the one with the peach and she's the HBIC, then you don't. Then Peggy can't get no mind. She the one who's showing up to film for.
But did she pay? That's why she ignored her.
Kenya needed the exposure. So my whole thing is with the whole bring Kenya thing is. Kenya coming to the party really didn't have anything to do with Nene, because at the end of the day, what happened? Okay, yeah, it was shade, but we know Nene was being shady online. So when she see Kenya in person, of course Kenya not gonna be welcoming her with open arms. So of course they're gonna be shady to each other. But it's like this lady 8 months pregnant. What's she gonna do? You know. Like,
but in my humble opinion,
not gonna have no big fight. So you know, you get what I'm saying. Like, it really wasn't that. You know,
it wasn't that deep. But had Nene not been there,
and then everybody trying to say that, oh, Cynthia and Candace are liars. Maybe Cynthia, but Candace said I brought Kenya. Clearly, Kenya walked in with her, and she told. And when they was on that phone conversation, she said, "I might." So Candy know that, okay, well, this is being recorded, and Cynthia still proceeded to talk. So I'm trying to understand what y'all so mad about? What are people so mad about?
She proceeded to talk, but I mean, I feel like Cynthia probably would have said a lot more had she not warned her that she was mic'd. But the little bit that she said was enough to prove the point.
That would have been on Cynthia.
I'm sorry.
I said, and that would have been on Cynthia. But my thing is for Nene, it's like, Nene, we know that Real Housewives of Atlanta is what you started out on, and you the OG. You don't have to keep telling everybody that you the HBIC, because what's already what's understood doesn't need to be explained. But it's like she's crumbling. It's like, girl, don't do this to yourself. Like, if these other girls are so beneath you, then stop giving them the ammo to come back at you. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, be the queen.
All right. But here's what I feel as far as the Kenya situation is concerned. Had they told Nene or, been honest with her about it, and she decided not to come to Cynthia's event, they would not have had the moment that they so desired that was focused strictly on Kenya. So basically they used Nene and her power, you see what I'm saying, to give Kenya a moment and to create this situation. So as the person you were saying, the HBIC, I would feel set up too.
But what moment did we really get? We really didn't even get a moment.
We did get a moment. Y'all got y'all life at that party. When Kenya walked in there and Nene, had that look on her face like, what is this bitch doing here? And then she was like, all the little faces. She could not contain herself because, she wear her heart on her sleeve. So she was throwing shade every 5 minutes. You knew she was pissed off. When Kenya took the mic, you saw Nene's face then. Like, it was a moment. It was an entire moment based off of this reaction.
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is we didn't get like this big extreme blowout, so I don't understand why it was that deep. Like, Nene just took it with a grain of salt. Was like, okay, yeah, Kenya showed up, but we didn't necessarily, we still don't mess with each other. But we didn't get into it big, and that it is what it is. She don't mess with me, I don't mess with her. But to make it be like, oh, everybody is trying to attack me, and everybody's coming up against me, it's like, okay, Nene, that's kind of a stretch.
I don't think it's a stretch. Now you got Eva. Now you got Tanya. Now you got
let me tell you,
Porsha.
Tanya needs the camera time. And Eva want to be there too because Eva needs to check.
Cynthia does too. So all these people who need to check are coming against her. You don't see that?
I feel like Cynthia's coming against her. I feel like Cynthia was too scared to tell Nene that Kenya was gonna come because she knew that Nene was gonna act the fool.
Well, there you have it.
That's just
there
how I
you
feel.
have it. What you scared of? And now you got Candy, got your back. Now you ain't scared no more. It's my party. I can invite who I want to invite. What you scared of? You just admitted it.
Is it wrong for her to feel to be scared that her friend?
Heck yeah, it's wrong. If it's my friend, I don't care.
It's not.
If it's my friend, it's my party. I'm going to tell you, I'm inviting who the fuck I want to my party. I'm not going to trick you into coming to my party.
Okay, so if you tell people that you going to invite whoever you want to the party, then why does it really matter? Like, it just shows that it really doesn't matter. She still came to the party.
But it did matter because she intentionally kept it away. If it was like not even a second thought, that would be one thing. But to sit there and manipulate the situation and intentionally say, we're not going to tell Nene, we're going to get her here, but we're not going to tell Nene, that's different than just inviting who you want to the party.
I feel like everybody's making it out to be like, oh, we got to run this by Nene. And it's like, no, you do what you want to do.
Okay.
Because if it's Nene, if it's Nene's show, then Nene needs to have her own show without her ensemble cast. If they got to run everything by Nene because of how she gonna feel. If they had brought Phaedra if Nene had brought Phaedra to a film and everybody would be like, oh yeah, Phaedra showed up, this and this and this. And
no,
that.
they wouldn't. Candy threatened to quit. Because Candy threatened to quit if Phaedra came back. So who's flexing there? Candy has said plenty of times, if Phaedra comes back, I'm gone. She even her whole tagline last season, if you mess with the boss, you might get fired. And that was shots at Phaedra. So I mean, who's
so is Nene supposed to? So why I just want to know why it can't be more than one queen on the show? Like, do we got to run everything by certain people? Like,
it's only one queen of England, so why it's got to be one queen? What are you saying?
Well, it's one queen of England, but she's not on the show with an ensemble cast. She will have her own show.
Well, we're just gonna have to look. We just gonna have to agree to disagree. I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, it's always gonna be one boss bitch in the situation. You already know that. And since Nene was the original G, she's gonna be the boss HBIC or whatever.
We know Nene is the queen, but it's like you can't. When you have somebody else that's up there with you, it's kind of hard. I think that's why, her, she don't, I feel like Nene don't like Candy for real.
She never has. Has she? I think they get along, but I don't think they like each other. They co-workers. I think now they get along, but
I feel
her and Candy ain't never jailed like that.
I just think certain people need the show and certain people don't, and they know that, and that's why some people feel a type of way, because some people have to play up their image of who they is and what they bring to the table, and some people don't have to do that because they name speak for itself.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for calling.
It was a good episode.
It was.
And I hope Nene and Cynthia can work whatever they got out.
Yep, we'll see. Well, thank you so much for your input. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, goodbye. Biggie, you better leave me alone. Caller 9464. You are on the line. You said ruffle them feathers, Kenya. Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey. Who am I speaking with?
How are you? My name's Melinda. I'm calling from the Virgin Islands. Hello, y'all.
Oh, I'm wonderful. Hey, from the Virgin Islands.
Hey. Okay, well, I just wanted to say I love Kenya, and I love Kenya for the simple fact that she has this way about just stirring things up and just pissing everybody off, and she just brings so much life to the show. I don't have an issue with Nene other than the fact that Nene just thinks she is it. And I'm not saying she doesn't bring a lot to the show. She does as well, but she is also a bully. And it's like, come on, like, how much of that can we really watch every season after season? Kenya comes in, she can be a little petty, she can be a bit trivial, yes, but it's hilarious.
So you don't think Kenya is a bully?
And I think she does,
You don't think Kenya is a bully?
Sorry.
You don't think Kenya is a bully?
I don't think Kenya is a bully. I don't. I think Kenya is funny. I think she's see. And I think she likes getting under Nene's skin specifically. And it's funny to watch Nene squirm. Mm-hmm. She's been in charge for so long. She's been the HBIC for so long. And for her to be so bothered by Kenya, I love it.
But I don't well, okay. I guess I see it differently because I saw it all play out in the summer. I saw how Kenya lied about having a peach. Like, she had her entire fan base thinking she was in negotiations all the way until episode 1 of season 11 aired. She was not in negotiations. She didn't even get a pickup letter. Meanwhile, she was online shading Sheree for not having a pickup letter when she didn't have a pickup letter herself. So there was that. So Kenya has been manipulating y'all, Team Twirl, all summer long, pretending like, you know, I got my baby and my husband, and I don't want to have nothing to do with the Housewives. Meanwhile, she's so pressed that every Sunday before 8 o'clock, she scheduled her C-section on the day of the premiere. And I don't care what y'all say, don't at me. Kenya did. She scheduled her C-section to have her baby. She said, I want to have my baby before the show premieres. Since they gonna snatch my peach, I'm gonna upstage them. Then every Sunday after that, she trying to post a picture of her baby to direct attention off of the show. Now, if y'all can't see that, I don't know who can.
Yeah, but the thing about it is it's entertainment. I think it's hilarious. And I love it.
It is.
I love when Kenya comes through. I absolutely love when she steals the spotlight. I love it.
Okay. I mean, she's a very smart and intelligent black woman. And, that's one thing I can say good about Kenya. She's very, very intelligent, very, very manipulative, and she knows what to do to get what she wants. And this is what she did. She got with Kandi. She formed an alliance with Kandi and Cynthia so that when she did lose her peach for lying about her husband and all of that situation, she can sneak back on. Because basically she schooled Cynthia on how to lie about her renter mans too, but I'm gonna digress on that. But yeah, so you start to see similarities in a lot of what they're doing, like Cynthia and Will, and Cynthia, like everything she's doing is what Kenya already did in the past.
Yeah, but it's entertainment. I don't take the show seriously. I watch it. It's just simply entertainment for me. Mm-hmm. But I feel like from what we see, I think Nene takes this too personally. Mm-hmm. And I think Nene, it's not that serious. It's a damn show. And she just makes everything so personal.
But a lot of people take their jobs.
All about Nene, and it's really not.
But a lot of people take their jobs personally, and when your job happens to be showing your life on TV for people to sit and criticize and critique and dissect, you would take it personally, wouldn't you?
Yeah, the thing about it is, though, Michelle, is that Nene wants people to bow down to her, and it's not that. I think all the ladies bring something to the show. I think they all do.
I do.
And say what you want to say about Kandi, but Kandi, in my opinion, has been one of the most consistent castmates.
Oh.
Every season, Kandi has something going on. Mm-hmm. Whether it be her business, her personal, she has something going on, and she's been consistent. I think they all bring something to the show.
But Kandi, at the beginning of this season, now, look, I got a PhD in RHOA. I said it. You can go back and look at my videos. I said it. Kandi was an island the beginning of this season. She wasn't messing with Porsha. Nobody else was really like her, cool with her. Kandi was only filming with Todd and Dr. Jackie and maybe Mama Joyce and the Candy Coated crew or whatever over at the OLG. Like, Kandi was an island. And then it's like, I guess she, the big brother must have taught her something, because Kandi is now the puppet master. She got everybody on her side gunning for Nene. Like, I just watched it in real time and saw it happen. I don't know why y'all didn't see that. Hello.
To be honest, I haven't watched the show. I logged on, and I'm waiting for you to post.
Okay.
But I don't know. I enjoy the show. I think they all bring something to the show. Nene gets on my nerves. Mm-hmm. I understand she's going through a lot with Greg. I get it, and I empathize with her. But Nene, she's just been on one this entire season. Whatever, Cynthia, I don't care, and I don't like. It's not that serious. If Kenya comes on the show, big freaking deep. So what? Nene's done some shady shit. Nene has done some shady shit over the past, 8 years, 9, whatever. She's done some shady shit.
Okay.
And when someone does it back to her, it's such a problem. It's devastating. The sky is falling. Give me a damn break. Anyway, Michelle, it's been a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
And I watch you all the time. I'm on your website all the time.
Oh,
Congratulations to you. Keep doing your thing, girl.
Thank
I'm
you.
a supporter. I love you. And,
Thank you.
Good night to everyone. You guys have a good time.
Thank you. And shout out to Team Twirl. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Shout out to Team Twirl. Y'all think I don't like Team Twirl? I have no issues with Team Twirl. I'm just not on it. Caller 7894, you are on the line.
Do not shout out no Team Twirl, Michelle. No. Nene was totally she was totally ambushed. And see, earlier this season, Nene was trying to hint around that she was hearing things anyway.
Uh-huh.
And I think what they did was let us see actually that there was something really going on. People keep, like Nene said, it's probably been a lot more stuff. This is just what has come out and been seen. I think this has been ongoing. I think Kenya has used Cynthia and threw her away. Remember, Nene wasn't on it that year. Kenya was there. She was the one. She's getting close to Cynthia, saying she's the big. Nene came back. She did not like the fact that Cynthia went back and forth. When she carried Cynthia away real quick, Cynthia was no part of her life then. Now, all of a sudden, they're so important that she has to be mic'd up and come in there and be on stage, and then she has to call Greg up there. Like, I'm really totally not feeling this. Nene never should speak to Cynthia again. Like, this should be the last time that she feel like she has to, because it's one thing when we're supposed to have a genuine friendship, and when we're co-workers. What people don't understand is that, yes, maybe things over the years, they all have. Maybe Nene did use her weight here and there, but she's always been firm on whether if she didn't care for you at the moment, she didn't care for you. So if she did something to target you, you knew. Never been a close friend that she called a very close friend that we have seen, that she felt like that, that she really did something damaging to try to damage somebody that she considered a real genuine friend. And that's what Cynthia just dilated at.
Yeah, I agree with you. But a lot of people just refuse to see Cynthia for nothing but a beautiful, nice, calm, serene, pleasant, loving, light person. But Cynthia's sneaky. Cynthia one of those people. She show you she's nice, but she do little sneaky underhand stuff. Trust, I've been a victim of it. So yeah, Cynthia a little sneaky now. And then she was married to Peter Thomas. You know Cynthia got it in her. Don't y'all act.
I was about to say she was taught, and then Kenya. Why does everybody like the fact? Yes, Kenya's the antagonizer, but it goes overkill. I mean, it is supposed to be your real life. It's not supposed to be acting 24/7. Like to me, she just appears to be an act 24/7. Like she acts the entire.
And where's her sperm donor? Where is her sperm donor? Where is Mark Daly? Like, Mark don't even live with her newborn baby, and she got to fly to New York to see him all the time. Where is her sperm donor? Somebody tell me. I don't know.
And not only that, everybody keeps saying Nene. I keep saying she the HBIC. She needs to. Sometimes you got to keep reinforcing to people. You see, nobody bothers Lisa Vanderpump. How many times you see people come for her? So she's supposed to, and she should, and she needs to. And these are the reasons why. She has to remind people, like, no. I know y'all going to try, but I'm going to always put you back in your place.
Right.
And that's what she's supposed to do.
And that's what I always say. Like, at the end of the day, you got to remind these motherfuckers who you are every now and then. Yeah. I have to do it too. Because, people think you're too nice, too comfortable in your position, all of that. No, you got to remind them. I didn't get here by luck. I'm the HBIC for a reason. Show them your power. So I don't blame them.
I'm just too through that Cynthia did. I'm just too through. Like that is like a no-go ever going back, ever. Like, no. I don't care how many people try to say it's repairable. Who needs a close friend that you always got to keep an eye on? Negative. No.
Right. I'm with you, caller. I'm with you.
But thanks for taking my call.
Well, thank you for calling. I appreciate you. All right, bye. Oh my girl. There's a lot of phone calls on the line. Oh, I wasn't planning on taking all these calls tonight. Let me see. What y'all think? Y'all think I need to take some more calls? What do y'all think? You said you thought Michelle was unbiased. Why you think that? How you think that? I am so biased. Everything is my opinion. That is the total definition of blog is a weblog of opinions. Like that is what Straight from the A is. It's all about me and my opinions. That doesn't make my opinion right. That doesn't make my opinion wrong. That doesn't make you right or wrong. That just means my opinion is my opinion. We can all agree to disagree or not. So call it 9219. Jasmine said no.
Hey, Michelle. Hello.
Oh, is this the fake New York?
Yes, girl, I missed you so much. I was in prison. I just got out earlier today. I'm loving the intimate look inside of your house. Girl, this is my first time seeing your actual house.
This is my mom's house. This is not my house. I wouldn't show y'all my house no more. This is my mom's
house.
Okay,
because girl, I was about to say, girl, because the peach walls is taking me back to the 1970s.
Don't be talking about my mama. Don't be talking about my mama house. My mama house look better than your mama house.
No, I believe it. I just know your style. I know you're like modern chic, so. But guys, I wanted to give my input tonight on the whole Nene situation.
Yes, go right ahead.
I don't believe Nene is the HBIC. I get very irritated with her using that term because that term does belong to Tiffany Pollard. And I don't know if Nene is, I think she's 59. To use that term HBIC is just, that was something that New York did back in 2005. I think that she needs to come up with her own tagline. Secondly, I am very entertained by Kenya. She, to me, is the most entertaining person on the show. And, Nene is great too, but I'm Team Twirl, so.
Okay. All right, thank you so much, New York. I don't like you anymore since you Team Twirl. I don't do Team Twirl around here. I'm kidding. But, you about to yell at me?
No.
Oh, okay.
Girl, why you said you don't like me?
No, you
I thought you were secret lesbian lovers. What do you mean you don't like the queen?
I don't do fish. I don't. I like, women friends, but we good.
What's that?
Bye, New York. I gotta take these calls, girl. These people gonna be mad at me. Bye, New York. Love you, boo.
Real Hollywood all of a sudden. You kicking the queen off the line. You know what? I'm out of here. Bye, girl.
Y'all are killing me. Y'all are killing me. You said eating ain't cheating. Oh my God, I don't do that. I don't do that. Caller 8414. You are on the line.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
Harry.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. First of all, Kenya is not the reason that the ratings were up tonight.
Okay.
So she needs to get over that.
Okay, I agree with you.
And next, you could see how Nene was hurt at that event.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was hurt too with the way that Kenya was treating her, because you could just see it in her face. And then when she started to cry, I think it all came from that.
Yeah, I think so too. I think a lot of it came from that, and a lot of it came from her feeling betrayed. Period.
Yeah, definitely.
Cynthia was just chilling Nene's birthday weekend in Atlanta. Cynthia made sure she hung out with Nene and the crew till 4 a.m. at the Waffle House, and Cynthia was like, I'm here, I got to be here. But all the while you plotting and planning and doing all this stuff, like I'm like looking at Cynthia with the side eye now because I was there. Like I remember her saying all that stuff. So it's just interesting.
Yeah, and then they over on Candy's channel trying to explain themselves. And I'm like, you lying over here. I started a show and stuff. And did you see that? Because I missed like the first 10 minutes of your live. So I don't know if you discussed the part where she whispered and her telephone boyfriend's ear.
Not the telephone boyfriend. Yes, and she said,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to act like I didn't know Kenya was coming. Those were her words.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's telling on herself right there.
Producers told on
You know, to me. Yeah, exactly, because they put the caption up there.
And the
I'm
phone
like,
call with
okay.
Candy. Let's get on the same page.
Yes.
Let's set up how Kenya got here. Yes.
Yeah. And I mean, Kenya, I don't like Kenya anyway, you know. But if she come back, they need to make sure she married. You know, they need to verify.
They need to
their,
verify
marriage license.
the marriage license still has not been found, honey. I don't think there is a marriage license. I don't care what y'all say. I think that was Kenya's sperm donor. They was out in Barbados together when Kenya went to the IVF clinic. I think they had an agreement. He gave her sperm. They, you know, implanted the embryos, and that's it. He live in New York. Kenya live here. Kenya was not on the show, so their contract was null and void because he just wanted to be on TV so he could, you know, talk about his restaurant and get his numbers up. Kenya ain't got nothing to do with that man romantically. She is with Brandon 24/7. And ain't no married woman, because y'all know I hang around the gay boys too. Ain't no married woman hanging around gay boys every single day because her husband ain't gonna want to be around them either. I'm just saying. So you'll never see Mark around them, ever.
Exactly, and they newlyweds, so, you know, why y'all spending all this time apart? You know, you just got married. She been married for, what, about a year, 2 years? Has it been 2 years?
Has she been married? I mean, no, it was like a
Well,
year.
you know, when we found out.
Yeah, about a year and a half. I don't even remember because I didn't believe it when it came out. So I don't know. I mean, you know, she did have a baby. She did have a baby, and the baby is adorable. But other than that, I don't believe nothing. Kenya has told so many lies. And that's why Team Twirl, I'm like, why y'all be mad at me? Kenya done told so many lies. It's just hard to believe anything that she says.
Yeah, that's why she needs to produce a birth certificate. I mean, not a birth certificate, a marriage license, you know, if they bring her back to the show. Because she could be lying about the marriage part. We know she got the baby. But do you have the husband? And that's why, you know, because, you know, she has, you know, told a lot of stories and stuff.
Yep, I agree.
Oh, but yeah, I didn't like the way they did Nene and for Candy to stop Cynthia by telling her she mic'd up. You know, you're trying to keep her from saying something.
Yep. I mean, it is what it is. I guess and that's why Eva mad. But anyway, thank you so much for calling.
You welcome. But I also hope that Nene never befriends Cynthia again because she's just dirty. And that's all I have to say.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Brianna said, as a woman, Michelle, you are wrong. That is disgusting. Oh my God, what is disgusting? What am I wrong about now? Dang. Okay, let me go ahead while I'm on the line. And dissect, since we got Nene on the line. And, you know, we talked about this over on Patreon, but I haven't talked about this over here. Y'all know Nene and Porsha, you know, fell out too. They went head to head at the reunion. You know, we was talking about the reunion teaser and how they had everybody color coded. They got Nene and Porsha in black. They have Candy and Cynthia in gold. They have the newbie Shamari and Eva in green. So, you know, when we saw that, it was like, hold on, where'd the picture go? It was like everybody had a part to play in this reunion. Hold on, where is it? Let me put this reunion picture up. There it is. So now, you know, that the reunion, we saw the teaser, we saw how explosive it was. We saw Porsha send a text, you know, showed the text, because, you know, Porsha is standing by saying that Nene, you know, closet gate, and Nene snatched her belt off. Nene then got online and pulled receipts and showed how she been there for Porsha throughout thick and thin, showed, you know, Porsha's incident where she snatched Kenya off the thing, off the couch, said that she gave Porsha the attorney, just show how she's been there for Porsha throughout all this time. Now she feels that Porsha is setting her up. I guess she joined the alliance with her friend Candy, who was dissing her man all throughout the year. And yeah, it's just been interesting, that whole text exchange. Between Porsha had posted this and deleted it. It's on Straight from the A if y'all care to go over there. But she was like, Nene called her and said, this is what my big sis sent me last night, 6 days after giving birth. Nene Leakes is so miserable and ain't happy for nobody. It's not a contest. I'm just living my life and being blessed. Yes, I posted this, blah, blah, blah. So this whole text exchange was interesting because Nene pretty much told her, like, look, why are you lying? I know you in the studio. I know you recorded that sound bite. Nothing happened. I didn't snatch your belt. I wasn't even behind you. Throughout that whole entire text exchange that Porsha posted, she did not once say, yeah, you did hit me. Yeah, you did snatch my belt. Yeah, you did. The only thing she was disputing was going in the studio. Or no, she didn't even dispute that. She was just saying, how dare you? I would never conspire. All of that. So that was interesting. What are you saying, Roxanne? You said Nene has had many friends stab her in the back. That is unfortunate. Right, Lovely Spirit? And it's like we're just seeing this in real time. And people keep saying, oh, she's so paranoid. But how is all of this coming to pass? Now all of a sudden Porsha is on Candy's side. Porsha and Candy, remember that scene where after Closet Gate, Porsha told Candy, you were supposed to text me before you text Nene, and Candy went ahead and texted Nene first, and she was like, Candy just left me out to dry. So how was all of that tied all into this? Everybody's gunning for the queen. I'm just saying, I'm just asking the questions. I don't make the news. I just blog about it. Caller 6607. What you got to say about all of this drama?
Girl, I ain't got much to say. I'm going to be real quick because, Lord, there was a lot of stuff. All I got to say is, listen, Nene is confident. That's just what she is, period. Cynthia is fake as hell and trying to secure a goddamn check because when Nene not on the show, everybody crying how they want Nene back. Oh, I want Nene back. And then they looking for somebody to hate on. Just like right now, they talking about they want Kenya back. When Kenya come back, guess what's going to happen? They're going to be on the watch. Hate Kenya because she did this. Hate Kenya. They need to go ahead and quit playing to bring Phaedra back. Because if they looking for somebody to hate on, y'all will hate. Y'all, they should bring Phaedra back because Phaedra is going to be the person that y'all will hate on because her ass brings the drama, period. And as for Candy, I enjoy Candy. I mean, everybody's evil on that damn show, but Candy, like the other caller said, she's consistent. She's very consistent, but she is evil, and I think she's very sensitive. You do something wrong to her, like once, she ain't gonna never forget, and she's gonna hold that grudge. Yep. But at the end of the day, I enjoy Candy. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you think about Candy's statement? If Phaedra ever comes back, she's gone.
Well, then bye, Candy, because she ain't bringing shit to the show now. I'm looking for the drama. I watch the show for the bullshit. To be honest, I like it for the good parts, the very calm parts, but I do like the bullshit too, just like everybody else. And if that's what people want, which is the reason why they want Nene back, why not bring Phaedra back? That's how I see it. I mean, what is Candy bringing to the show other than like secretly being sneaky and not like, I don't know. I mean, I love Candy. She's a great businesswoman. Mm-hmm. I enjoy her. I always enjoyed her. But I mean, when it comes to her or Phaedra, definitely need to bring Phaedra back. Like, no lies.
That would be
and Kenya,
look, since Kenya back, bring Phaedra back too, so everybody can just beef together. Because Kenya don't like Phaedra, Candy don't like Phaedra. Hell, I don't even know if Porsha and Phaedra are cool anymore. So yeah, it would be Nene and Phaedra versus everybody.
Girl, but it was the littest season. The littest season when Phaedra, Kenya, and Nene was on the same season. And I think even Kim was on that season. That was the best season ever. I don't care what nobody says. They need to have something. That's when the ratings are going to go up. When they bring Phaedra and Kenya back and Nene on the same season, that's gonna be. It don't matter about Candy or the other.
Well, you saw Nene try, and Phaedra messed up that opportunity herself. Nene even tried to get Phaedra back in good with the Bravo heads by inviting her to the baby shower. And, Phaedra went to the baby shower and said all this foul stuff about the network. And now they don't want nothing to do with Phaedra.
Well, I ain't worried about it. I'm just saying, my point is the fact that when they over there talking about Team Swirl and Team with what's her name? Damn, I don't know Kenya. When they talk about her girl, they're gonna be the same ones hating and talking about, oh, I hate Kenya for doing the calling in, telling you what they don't like about Kenya, and that's the only reason why they want her back, just like they did Nene. And that's really all I gotta say. I'm gonna be real quick.
Okay.
I call in on Talk Girl. I don't even watch the damn episode. I just watch the reviews.
Well, thank you, Sarah. The last episode, the final episode, was pretty good though. You should watch it. It was pretty good.
I'm going to watch it after you finish your live.
All right. I'm going to Patreon after this, y'all. But thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, bye. Y'all, if y'all haven't already joined our Patreon, that's our little private group where we be spilling tea. Like, the Patreon knew what was going to happen on tonight's show before I actually even, before it aired. The one important thing that I told the Patreon members, if you in Patreon, put up your aliens. I told the Patreon members to look for that one little sound bite, which was, I'm mic'd. Yeah, I just want to see, get on the same page about, Kenya. So, we talked about that, was it yesterday or the day before? And we talked about the whole Porsha and Nene situation. We went in there really, really deeply. That whole video is over on Patreon too. I didn't want to repeat the whole thing all over again for the full channel. But I appreciate all the people over in Patreon who were there to watch it. I'll take a few more calls. These calls will be brief. Hopefully, caller 3343. Sorry for holding. How are you?
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, who am I speaking with?
It's Andrea.
Hey, Andrea. You going to be on the Patreon tonight?
Yes, I am, but you know what? Yes, I watched this Housewives, and I see why Nene was upset. She was upset with her friend for lying to her and backstabbing her and plotting on her. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's why she was really upset tonight.
So you saw what we all saw. So you don't think that Cynthia had a right to invite who she wanted to invite to her party and keep it a secret from her good friend?
No, that bitch wants to scare her back. I get it. I understand. Excuse my language, but I'm mad tonight too, Michelle. Because she is, everybody is dragging you to you on Nene's side. No, it's right. It's right. She told Nene said that she was inviting somebody to the party that Eva had beef with, and so she told Eva, why Cynthia can't do her the same respect? But like Nene said, that Kenya been plotting this all season. Like you said, she having her baby when the Housewives are on. She's showing pictures. She on the internet just plotting. This has been crazy B for no reason. And Cynthia has been plotting to get Kenya back on the show, and Cynthia trying to make sure she get a season next season. But she did not come back. I hope Bravo bring Kenya back and she don't get and Cynthia don't get a piece. How about that?
What you say? I'm hoping that too. I would really get my life. Look, I don't want nobody to lose their job, but I just think her being sneaky, like, you don't win when you play dirty. So if she being sneaky and co-signing and doing all this stuff for Kenya, imagine if Kenya come back and snatch her spot. She'll feel real stupid after that. So anyway,
she'll be real stupid trying to help her.
Mm-hmm. She will.
But I'll see y'all face you all tonight, Michelle, because I will be on there. Okay.
All right. Bye, Andrea.
Okay. Bye.
Yes, Andrea's always lit, honey. Andrea's always lit. Okay, we have 3 more calls. Don't put the number in there. I'm gonna take these 3 calls really briefly because they've been holding for a while, and I will feel bad. Caller 8472. Hello. Nightbot.
Hello, Michelle. Hi. I have been waiting. I got my list ready. I took notes. I want to say I do appreciate you, first of all.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Who am I speaking with? You want to share your name?
Oh, this is Mr. Miami.
Okay, Mr. Miami.
So, yeah, this is the one that we're going to sit at the table with Peter when you come down to bar 1.
Oh, okay, cool. Yes.
After tonight, I got to share my opinion. I'm going to try to put it nicely. All right. So I do have a PhD in Atlanta Housewives since season 1 when Nene and Kim was not on Sheree's list to come to our party. Mm-hmm. So I was there on season 1. I had to rewind the footage to go back to the to the episode to catch up. So I have been following up. Nene have changed over the past season. Of course, she got the money, the money. She got the surgery. She living better. She living bigger. I remember her house on day one. Now, tonight was a promo party for Cynthia drink. People need to remember that. This was not supposed to be, who's cool with who. I'm not going back. No, this girl needs to invite all her friends who have a big social media platform to promote her party. When it happened. I know we just watching like a couple months.
This happened like in October.
Exactly. And the name of Candy's show, and I know you didn't know the name of Candy's show, but you played Cynthia. Not Cynthia, but Nene live on her show. But the name of her show is called Candy Speak On It. So that's the name of her show. I just want to put that out there for people who want to go watch it. Okay. And let me see. Okay. All right. So when Cynthia called Greg on the stage to speak, she called Greg on the stage because the man was going through cancer, and the man, he don't come out often. Because I can relate to that because I'm going through that right now. I don't have cancer, but I'm going through that right now to acknowledge someone to make sure that they have friends and a big support system. So she didn't call Greg on that stage to be shady. So people in the comment, really, you guys need to understand, and look at it differently. I'm not biased. All right, let's go to another subject. I want to address Robert. Robert, this show on Atlanta Housewives, the women have to have some type of beef. The show is about drama. We need the drama. The show is not trying to have these girls to be best friends, anything like that. So you need some kind of drama on this show. And other than that, Nene, when Kenya came to the show or came to the event, Nene needed to know that she was bigger than Kenya at that moment because Nene the one who hold a peach. Kenya did not hold a peach, but Kenya had to release her sign that contract to release her footage to be released on this episode. And let me tell you, this was by far the best episode of this season. This blows the other episodes out. I was so glued to this TV. I waited from to all the commercial passed, and I stayed to the TV. This was the best episode. So Nene was in her feelings, and I think she should have got over it. But I think this was great exposure for Cynthia, and also great exposure for Kenya. And the reason why Candy won't Kenya back on the show because everyone say, okay, she's not pregnant. Oh, she's pregnant. Oh, she did something else. Oh, but this was the opportunity for people who do not follow Kenya's social media to see that she was pregnant. She did have a baby. She didn't get upset.
Kenya went to People magazine. It didn't even have to do with social media.
After she had the baby, though. But
after she had the baby, she was on People magazine.
Exactly. So we wanted to see the video when she was pregnant. So I think it was great exposure for her, and I think it was rated for Bravo TV. And this about Bravo TV. Bravo, I'm sorry not to be long, I'm trying to be fast. Okay. Bravo need to stop letting you women dictate and direct the show.
But you don't think that's what Candy and Cynthia were doing?
But right now, this needs to stop. Even with Nene had been doing it for past seasons. You had to be Nene's friend to get on the next season, and that was after probably like season 3 or 4. You had to be Nene. If you was enemy with Nene, you was off the show. Now you can rewind your tape and see that. That is factual. And Michelle, I understand that you get invited to the parties with Nene, but
I get invited with the parties with Candy and Cynthia too. I just don't go sometimes.
It's more personal to you because sometimes it shows in your videos and things like that. And I understand. But it shows in the videos.
Well, throughout these whole 10 years that I've been blogging, I've been accused of being on everybody's payroll every year. I've been accused of being on Phaedra payroll. I've been accused of being on Candy payroll. I've been accused of being on Cynthia payroll. Now it's Nene's turn. I'm being accused of being on Nene's payroll. So I personally, I be feeling like I'm just arguing for what I feel is right from the outside in. Nene ain't got no control over me. Hell, I done dragged her. I talked about her and Greg faking a divorce. Like, that was on my site. She cursed me out on social media.
I mean,
so
Yeah, Nene. Let me tell you right here. If Kenya would never came back to this show tonight, if she didn't come back and show appearance, what is Nene's storyline other than Greg got cancer? What is a major storyline of Nene this season? If Kenya did not show her face, what is her storyline other than
it's all good TV. It's all good TV. We don't know what's going on. Like Nene opening all kind of swag boutiques and stuff.
Yeah. But speaking of Swag Boutique, since you brought it up, I do got a little note back Swag Boutique. Now, a couple episodes ago, I got my little point.
Okay.
A couple episodes ago, and I want to put this out there so Nene can listen. You probably can go back and test and let her know. Don't do this again on TV. Please. Do not unpack clothes from boxes and plastic wraps and then put them on the hanger. You got a boutique. We don't need to see stuff come from China and then you taking out the plastic and put on clothing. That don't look right. They don't do that inside Louis Vuitton inside the stores. So she got caught doing that. Please.
Well, no. What Candy be doing it? What Candy be doing in tags? All that stuff come from AliExpress. So what are you talking about?
But we never saw it on TV. I saw Nene taking stuff out the plastic. If I wanted to
don't it come from
China, I would have called the Chinese people.
It come out the plastic. Some of it come out the plastic. I don't know where they be getting their stuff from. All of them get it from distributors. Same thing with Rashida and Prince. They had the same clothes. They switch up the tags, and it is what it is.
But I'm into the business. I got business too. I'm never gonna let you know how much I pay for Botox, okay? You never gonna know the price of Botox. I'm gonna show you what the cost I'm gonna cost you for my Botox, but I'm never gonna let you know how to come in the package. It's a difference. I own a business.
Okay.
Now, let me say this right here. About Porsha. I feel sorry for Porsha in her baby shower. Porsha, if you listening, please ask those people for a refund because that blue should never came out one of those canisters. If they knew that baby was pink, they made a mistake. They should have barcoded that thing and made sure that was a pink canister. We should have saw no blue confetti. That's all, Michelle. That's all. And wait, one more thing. Also, Nene did have an event, and she brought all the friends to the event, and they all, most of them had drama back in season 5. If you go to, and also the Pillow Talk, she knew some little girl had drama, and each one of them, some of them knew they was coming, some of them knew some people was going to show up.
But you're going back, but this season, Cynthia made a point to tell Nene it's not right. If you know these people have drama, you need to let them know that XYZ is coming. So if Cynthia gave that advice this season and she turned around and did exactly the opposite of what she told her good friend to do, you don't see that as being wrong?
Yeah. But let me try to say, I'm gonna be done with this.
Okay.
I want to let Bravo. I'm talking to Bravo now. Bravo, if you listening, please have this in the contract. This girl cannot give hands up. This girl cannot say a Mac because we want the raw of the show. We don't want no rehearsed scenes and set up scenes. This is why the rating's gonna fall because you got to pretend and say, okay, I want you to meet her to the ice cream parlor. I want you to meet her to the beauty salon. No. Stop rehearsing. Put this in the contract. If you set up scenes and fake scenes, you are fired on the spot. We're taking your peaches away. Okay? I watched too many seasons for this happening. The first season was the best season. It was not set up. I mean, it was nice. But now this fake shit is just, this fake stuff is just going around. We don't need this. Get over it. Cynthia did what she want to do. This is her promotion party. Nene, get over it. I mean, the man got cancer. We understand. We're here for you. I mean, people go to this. People go through, life situations. But don't make people feel guilty, trying to also live at the same time. That's all I say, Michelle. I want you to have a nice night, and I'm going to try to subscribe to the Patreon account.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And we'll see you over at Patreon.
I do appreciate you, too. And we're going to have a glass of, what would you drink, when Peter, I don't know if Peter opened that bar yet. I don't know what's going on with it.
Peter had to get his situation straight after that check bounced, honey, so he getting it together.
But Michelle, make sure you put on your live when you're ready to, and when you're going to be down there, because we can have VIP table, and I will buy the first bottle, okay?
Okay, thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
I definitely appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the listeners who will support me in the chat, because I was reading the chat at the same time I was talking. I was factual, ain't that right? Yes.
Man, the chat be on it.
I'm Michelle.
All right.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, we got 2 more calls. I'm being good with these calls today. Hold on. 96, 97, 16. 9716.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi.
Oh, honey, that was a long conversation.
Man, we had so many people called at the same time. I swear it was 12 people on the calls on the phone. A few of them dropped off. So.
Well, I'm gonna be real quick. This is Cynthia calling you.
Hey, Cynthia.
Anywho, hey, let me just say this real quick. First of all, Kenya did not make the episode and the ratings go up tonight, okay?
Okay.
What made the ratings was Cynthia lying ass, okay? First of all, Michelle, if I'm your friend and I'm your girl and your good Judy, and you have an issue with somebody that I'm friends with, and I'm inviting them to a party, Cynthia can invite whoever in the hell she wants to invite to her party because it's her party. But if I'm your friend and I'm your best friend and we all of this, why wouldn't I say, well, Michelle, I'm inviting Kenya to the party. I just want to let you know. I would love to have you both there, but I'm just giving you heads up. Don't be there. What the hell is wrong with doing that? Second of all, of course, it's all entertainment, it's all TV, but Kenya is a beautiful woman. She's very pretty, but she's so ugly on the inside. If Kenya was all of that, how come Kenya ain't in Hollywood? They don't even fool with her in Hollywood. Have you seen her in a movie? I haven't seen Kenya
Not
in
lately.
a movie ever, okay? Because they don't fool with her in Hollywood. So as beautiful as she is, what does that tell you about who she is on the inside? She's very conniving, very condescending. And if she's married, my pillow is married, okay? How you pregnant, have a baby, and your husband is on one side of the United States and you on another side? You would want to be with your husband, okay? You would want to be with your husband and your new baby, and you all be a family. You want your baby to bond with its father. Come on now. Let's just keep it real. Kenya is not married, okay? And the way she pulls, and Cynthia is so damn weak and stupid. Kenya is not her friend. Kenya uses her. And Cynthia just falls to the okie doke all the time.
Yep.
So I don't want to see Kenya come back. It's not that I'm team Nene or whatever. I like Nene. I like them all. But at the core of who Kenya is, she's not a nice person. She just really isn't. I've seen her with Vivica Fox. Okay? I've just seen her, and to me, as gorgeous as she is, it's like she would be like an A-lister in Hollywood since she claims to be all of that. Okay?
Right.
And I've watched the episode too. She was very nasty with Kim Fields. Okay, when Kim Fields was on the show. She's very nasty with people. So, to me, I don't know. I just wouldn't want to see her come back. But if she comes back, she comes back.
Okay. I think Andy said that the places has been reset. That's giving me something's gonna happen. Somebody might lose a peach, somebody might gain a peach. I heard they weren't interviewing any new ladies because they had so many to choose from. Tanya, Shamari, Eva, Nene, Cynthia, Porsha, Candy, Kenya. Who else? Did I forget somebody? It's like 8-9 people, circling around.
Needs to have
Marlo, right.
Marlo needs a peach, and Marlo is truly Nene's friend. Okay?
Yeah.
That's her friend. Cynthia is not Nene's friend. Cynthia's weak.
And you know what I think about Cynthia now? Like, all of this happened. Like, Cynthia's party was in October when Kenya came, and you saw that final scene where she met with Nene, and Nene called her out, and they kind of like ended on a positive note. But at the time, when that was recorded, we didn't know, the audience didn't know, and probably Nene didn't know that she was conspiring with Candy and all of that jazz. So after that was filmed in December, I think it was December when Nene's birthday. Was it December or January? I can't remember. But Cynthia was there. So they were still kind of friends. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't really fall out until that clip, the reunion came, and the finale had been put together, and the producer showed that she was doing all this stuff behind the scenes. And that's what I found interesting, because Cynthia was still floating around and hanging out and all of that.
Right. Yeah, Cynthia is she was just wrong for that. You just don't do that to somebody that you call your friend. And you know, yes, if I was Nene, I wouldn't have wanted my husband to go up there and say anything either when Cynthia called him up there. Really,
I would have been so petty too.
You have lied to me. You lied to me.
You know how when you with your man, you don't want your man to speak to nobody. You better not speak to them. You know, she was like, Greg is fine right here.
That's right. It's not going on like that.
Right.
So, you know, she was wrong. She's shady. She's sneaky. So, that innocent. I always wonder about women who come off real, you know, oh, they so sweet and innocent. Yeah, you sneaky.
Right.
Okay? And something to you. And what you said was so true. If you're a friend to everybody, you're a friend to nobody.
Exactly. You can't be loyal to two people, to opposing parties. You can't. There's no way.
You can't.
It is no way.
There's no way that you can do it. No, there's no way. So anywho, Kenya did not make the ratings tonight. I was like, oh, Lord, here we go.
The pettiness brought the ratings. It wasn't just Kenya. It was the whole pettiness of the situation. Nene's reactions, all of it.
It was all of it. It wasn't just Kenya. Kenya's evil.
Right.
So, okay. That's why she's not in any movie.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you for calling. Bye-bye. All right, bye.
Okay.
Last call. Caller 8834. Give us something good.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Who am I speaking with?
Dimitri.
Hey, Dimitri.
How are you?
I'm good. What would you like to say?
I have a lot to say. I've been on this phone forever.
Look, it's not my fault all y'all called at the same time.
Man, I have so much to say to everybody that called in. But what I want to say first is that how much you getting paid by Nene?
$0.99. Absolutely, positively nothing.
You getting some all season. A whole season you've been up her butt and you've been coming for Candy.
Up her butt?
Season.
What about the seasons that come for Nene and everybody be like, I'm up Candy butt? What about the seasons that I was coming for Candy and everybody's like, I was up Phaedra butt? What about every year y'all got something to say?
No, it's a little different. Like, you've been pushing that angle from the beginning. Before we saw anything play out, you've been pushing the angle
because
like Candy didn't have nobody in her corner. She's on an island.
Seen it.
You even bringing up the Big Brother stuff.
I've seen it.
Michelle.
The only thing I'm saying is I've seen a lot of stuff with my own two eyes. It's some things I haven't said, but I've seen it. And so it's like I keep trying to tell y'all stuff that I have seen with my own two eyes. If it just so happened to align with what Nene talking about, then maybe that's the truth. Because the truth don't need no help. That's how I always tell y'all that. I don't need nobody to corroborate what I say. I'm sure she don't need nobody to corroborate what she say. We ain't on the phone like Cynthia and Kenya. Let's get our story straight. Like, we ain't doing that. So if our stories match up, maybe it's because it's the truth.
No, the story's not matching up because here's the thing with Candy. Candy's been on the island since she's been on the show. If anybody want to go into details about it, even in season 7, Andy asked her at the reunion because everybody, including your queen Nene, was linking up in cliques. And he said, "Who clique are you?" And she said, "Nobody. She stands alone." That's been the most endearing factor about Candy because she stands on her own.
But you don't think Candy was lonely on that island, which is why she recruited everybody and now she the new puppet master?
No, because I think that's the reason why she has so many fans. Because if you really want to go there, Nene is following Candy lead on everything. Even right now, with them both having YouTube channels, Candy been here her YouTube channel. Now all of a sudden, Nene wants to follow.
So when Cynthia get hers, it's gonna be Cynthia following Candy too.
And
like
all of a sudden, she want to be on
Cynthia
Instagram.
did not invent the YouTube.
I'm working in silence. Candy been working quietly and silently. Everybody thinks she bored with her because she don't get on the show and bragging about every little thing she did. And she tried to tell Nene that years ago about her money situation when she first was getting success. Don't do this. And she was trying to get her tips and just keep everything quiet. But Nene was too much looking at her as a hater to take that advice.
Ooh, okay. So you're Team Candy.
I'm Team Real.
Why I can't be Team Real? Why I gotta be somebody's team? Why I can't be Team Real?
Wait, Wait, hold on. What your show actually proved tonight, and I hope everybody else got this, is that not one of them can carry the show alone.
Okay.
All of them have things about them that the audience gravitates to. You know
It's
what
an
I'm saying?
ensemble
There's things about
cast.
each one of them that everybody likes for different reasons. I like a couple of them. I don't just like Candy. I like Nene. But I think Nene lost son there, in fact, years ago. The thing that I liked about Nene in season 1 was that she was the most, I don't want to be rude, but like kind of basic. But she was loud and outspoken, and there was something like rootable about her. I wanted to see her win.
Yes. Relatable.
Yeah. She lost that. Once she got a little success and fame, it went to her head.
Why is it that people always say that just because you get some money, just because you learn to pronounce your words a little better, just because you get better wigs and stuff, all of a sudden you it's gone to your head? Maybe she just grew. Maybe she just learned.
It did go to her head. And after 10 seasons, you ain't changed. She's still the same person.
Who ain't changed? Candy?
Nene.
No,
I'm talking about Nene. Lanithia
is still the same. She's still as hood as she always been. She just pronounced her words better because she been in those classes for acting. Candy, the same hood rat she always been. She just got a few more dollars in her pockets for business matters. But at the end of the day, all of them at their core are still the same to me. Like I don't feel like they've changed significantly. That's just my personal opinion.
They changed a little bit, but I feel like Nene, she wants to feel like she's a star of the show, like she's the only main attraction, and I think that's her real issue with Kenya and any other girl that she had issues with on the show. Even when Candy first got on the show, I feel like she hated that Candy was a little more accomplished than she was. I really believe that.
Okay.
And I think they're using Cynthia as like the scapegoat. Yeah, Cynthia probably did do some shady stuff that we don't know about. I'm not gonna get into that because I don't know their real outside relationship, and I'm not gonna be silly enough to just take everything I'm being shown on television because I watched enough television to not fall for it.
Right.
But what I see from my own eyes, Nene has never been there for Kenya. She never saw it for her from day one.
They weren't friends.
If you want to talk about people who build alliances, let's go all the way to season 4 when Marlo first came around.
Okay.
Nene was sitting back watching her every move until she got into it with Candy at that party, and somehow she brought up the Big Papa, and Kim ran out. That's when Nene ended up getting Marlo on her team because she thought that Marlo wanted to pump.
But Marlo was brought on the show by Phaedra because Phaedra thought that Marlo was dating someone that Nene had dated, which wasn't true, which is all a fake relationship.
But after that, Nene watched to see what type of person she was or how she can get her on her team. That's what I saw, and that's what I believe. Because next, she's all up in Marlo's closet. Not her and Marlo are bosom buddies. It was like the very next episode.
Oh, okay.
All of us been watching since season 1, Michelle, not just you.
Okay. Look. Okay. I mean, I don't even know what else to say, but okay.
It's gonna be a good season 12, I hope.
I think it will be.
It's gonna be the bomb.
I think it'll be.
And yes, she is the reason why the ratings are gonna go up.
Okay, Team Twirl.
She is.
Okay, Team Twirl.
But it's been a wonderful season, and I thank you, and I love you.
It has been a wonderful season, and Kenya has not been on it, so it was great. The camaraderie with the ladies was great. We ain't worried about Kenya messy ass doing nothing, sleeping, cheating, and you know what I'm saying, flirt with somebody's husband or nothing. We ain't worried about none of that. It was a great season. We watched Porsha get her man and get pregnant, so we didn't miss nothing by not seeing Kenya. We saw one of the single ladies secure the bag, secure the baby, and secure the man, and she secured a 3 episode commercial. So I mean, what we need Kenya back for?
Well, let me speak up for that then. But I wasn't even going to go into that, but I will since you brought it up.
Okay.
I believe that all works only in Kenya's favor because, to be honest with you, nobody watched Kenya to see her that happy. I watched Kenya to see her dipping dives in everybody else's business and stir the pot. So now you done made your own corner, Michelle. Okay. I don't watch Kenya to see that happy-go-lucky. Give me one episode of that.
So you basically want Kenya to come back so you can watch her be miserable.
I don't want her to be miserable, but I want her to be on here and stir the pot like she was paid to do in season 5. She got pulled to this show for a reason, because after season 4, that show, if Kenya get brought on, I don't think Housewives of Atlanta would still be on today.
What?
I do not.
Kenya single-handedly saved the show.
At the right, perfect time. Kim, the main attraction to me was Kim in those first years. That's all Nene had was Kim. Sheree really wasn't bringing it that last of season 3 and 4. Not to me.
Not KKK Kim.
Yes.
You know, Sheree was intended to be the star of the show, but her personality did not handle it. And so Nene pretty much overtook Sheree's personality, and then Nene became the star. Because Nene put it together. Sheree was the one who was supposed to be the one that had all the money. Her and Deshaun Snow. Deshaun Snow was boring, but she had real life problems that we didn't see play out on TV. Yeah, you know, I got my PhD too, so I know. And Lisa Wu. We can't talk about Lisa Wu. Lisa Wu didn't even bring her.
Was that boring?
Lisa Wu didn't bring her real life drama on the show, because her real life drama was Keith Sweat.
I love her relationship.
Right, her relationship then, like Ed Hartwell, he got his own set of baggage now. There's that. So, you know. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Me personally feel like Deshaun and Lisa should have stuck around more seasons, and they still could have brought Candy in to stir the pot.
Okay.
I don't think they should have got rid of Deshaun, because I feel like Deshaun and Lisa was like Real Housewives to me.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
That show was supposed to be like. It was a lot of, I just feel like they made mistakes along the way, but that's no here, no there. It's great show. It's great soap opera television. I'm sure some scripts here and there. I don't care what nobody says.
I think they all have a little bit of scripting going on.
They do. Because it's just too crisply produced. You get what I'm saying? It's like certain things, like what? It's like they play characters in a way.
Right. Well, thank you so much for your input. I appreciate you holding, and I appreciate you being the last call and coming with all this tea, Team Twirl.
Yes. Isn't it right?
Some of it. Some of it. You must be on Kenya's payroll. How much is Kenya paying you to call and be the last caller?
The same as Nene seeing you.
Well, all right then. We even. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Good night, Michelle.
Good night. See, me and Team Twirl can coexist. We can coexist. We all can get along. You know, like at the end of the day, we just like the show. We want to see what's best for the show, even if it's messy ass Kenya. Look, Team Twirl even admitted they don't want to see Kenya come on there happy-go-lucky in a real marriage, truthful marriage with her baby. They don't want to see that either. They want to see her come on and be a train wreck. They want to see her come back with her baby and be a single mom because Mark live in New York and he was her sperm donor. They want to see her exposed. They want to see her exposed, honey. It's going to be a great season 12. But thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. I'm on the road again. I'm headed back to Atlanta tomorrow. So, yeah. I will be also over on the Patreon for a little while. I know it's late, but it's 11:37 here, Central Time, whatever. I'm up. So I'm gonna be over there on the Patreon for a little while and hang out with my Patreon people, spilling some tea over there, talking about the reunion and things. I've chilled with y'all for 1 hour and 42 minutes. I definitely appreciate all of the calls. We got a whole bunch of calls today. A whole bunch of them. But anyway, put up your aliens if you're an alien, if you believe in the good of all mankind. Like these people walking the earth, but that's a whole other story. But I will see y'all later, child. I will see y'all later. I am so out. Hey, I can't even be out, y'all. How am I be out? Oh well. I'll see y'all in a little while. Thank you to the mods, C. Patterson, Juno, Chef Disaster, Robert. If you up, come over to the come over to the Patreon.